Alopecia areata can be a very distressing condition. It causes you to lose your hair, and that hair loss can be very severe. But there is hope. There are ways that we can combat alopecia areata and help you to grow your hair back. This is Dr. Dwella Moton Nelson, your Healthy Scalp Specialist. Now let's talk about the emotional piece. Often when you are diagnosed with this particular immune disorder, you start to feel stressed. A lot of people feel less beautiful or less attractive. You start to feel that your self-esteem really suffers from it because you don't feel as attractive. You start to feel depressed. So all of these things are very, very normal. So if you have been diagnosed with alopecia areata and you're struggling with figuring out how to deal with this condition and you're starting to feel these different types of emotions, they're very, very common. They're very common. You're not alone with feeling these feelings that you have. It's very common, but you still need to definitely look out and reach out to someone for help, whether it be a medical professional or a mental health specialist. Having a support system is really important when you're dealing with alopecia areata. Having people around you that are supportive, that are kind, that speak kindly to you, that don't make fun of the hair condition, that's really important to have those people around you. That's the emotional piece. And then the social piece. I have found that clients that are really struggling with alopecia, they tend to stay away from family members. It might be that you can take notice of, say, if there's a family member that you know that might be having hair loss issues or might be dealing with alopecia. Maybe they don't come to the dinners that you have, or maybe they don't come to an outing or a family event or come to a birthday party. And you're wondering, oh, well, why didn't they come? It could be that they are really embarrassed about alopecia areata or about how their hair is looking or how their scalp is looking. Some people love to wear wigs and they think that, covering their hair with the wig will kind of get rid of that stigma or the feeling around it. But one thing I've noticed is that when you take your wig off, you get to see the truth about what's happening with your scalp. You get to face that truth by yourself, whether you take off your wig in the bathroom or when you look at yourself in the mirror. That's really hard. And so alopecia can be really, really hard for people who are social. It can be really hard for mothers and dads. In my opinion, it's not a condition that should be looked at in a very light way or made fun of, because losing your hair is very much tied to your self-esteem. And it's also tied to your emotional well-being. So just keeping those things in mind, that if you know someone who is dealing with alopecia, that they probably are trying to tackle it and they could definitely be struggling, it will be helpful for you to be a good soft place for them to land during this season for them. This is Dr. Dwella Moton Nelson, your Healthy Scalp Specialist.